I'm Reza here in Toronto. I have Laura from Colombia. Hello, Laura.
Hi Reza, how are you today?
Good, good. We're going to talk about why Canada, why not. There's a lot of content out there that says, oh, be careful, Canada's not good, or the things that people don't tell you about Canada. Well, we're going to tell you what we think, okay? And you can decide on yourself. And then after that, we will go into a question and answer session, okay? And we will also do a bilingual session today where we will have Spanish and English, right? So you can say that in Spanish.
Para todas las personas de acá que sean de habla hispana, les voy a explicar el tema de hoy de nuestro directo y es que vamos a hablar por qué Canadá y por qué no. Vamos a decirles algunas cosas que probablemente no sepan de Canadá, tanto positivas como negativas. Y también después de eso ustedes van a pensar más acerca de Canadá y van a tomar una decisión por ustedes. Entonces eso va a ser como nuestra dinámica. Vamos a hablar de ese tema, después ustedes van a realizar algunas preguntas de cualquier tema, vamos a responderlos y ya después de eso pues haremos finalizaremos el directo, pero entonces ese va a ser nuestro tema de hoy.
Thank you. So if you're watching this, basically, we're going to outline the basic reasons why Canada, why you choose Canada, and why not, right? So the first and most important, if you're over, let's say, 50 years old and you don't want to invest or start a business, there's not much you can do, right? So unless you start your own business or invest or do something on that sense, and if you're a mature applicant over 50, it'll be difficult to find jobs. Okay, so that's the first thing that probably you already guessed. And most people that come here in that age group are doing it because of their children. Okay, so if you're coming over 50, don't expect to actually find decent jobs. You're doing it for your children, and that's that. So, and that's how I came over. Like my parents came, and I was a kid, right? And remember, we're here in Canada, so I can't sit here in Canada and tell you it's not a good place, because I'm here and I'm bringing my family members one by one all the time, right? So Laura's in Colombia. She's planning to come here. So Laura, you can translate that section into Spanish, and then we'll jump into the other points that we'd like to discuss.
Uno de los puntos que estaba diciendo Reza acerca de lo de Canadá y pues que les voy a hablar a ustedes en español es lo de la edad. Cuando una persona tiene, digamos, 50 años o más de 50 años, las únicas formas de emigrar a Canadá, hay más formas, pero las que son sí o sí, debería ser por inversión o porque tiene alguna empresa que quiere posicionar allá. Ya las otras opciones no son tan viables, que es la vida de estudio y pues también encontrar trabajo es mucho más complicado con esa edad. Entonces no es tan positivo esa parte, a menos de que sea por medio de inversión o por medio de posicionar una compañía allá. También existe otra opción que vendría siendo si hay un hijo que está allá en Canadá, tiene la residencia permanente, luego de eso puede más adelante traer a la persona de 50 años, al abuelo, al papá, puede traerlo a Canadá, pero pues esas son como las opciones que tienden a ser más limitadas debido a la edad.
Thanks, Laura. What are the other key points? Why Canada? Let's cover those. One, if in your country you're not getting access to proper vaccinations of all the major brands like Pfizer and Moderna, which are the key core vaccinations right now, well, maybe you're in the wrong country, because Canada is providing that even for visitors, right? So even if you're on a visitor visa here, you can get a vaccination. If you don't have access to proper education, the government doesn't give you loans or your children loans to continue their education in a university or college, then you're in the wrong country. So these are just quickly 2 points that Laura can also translate in Spanish, and then we'll continue on some other points.
Okay. Ya algunos puntos positivos de Canadá, vamos a nombrar dos rápidamente, que fueron los que estaba mencionando Reza, son el de la vacunación y el de la educación. En cuanto a la vacunación, es que en Canadá, en comparación con otros países, el sistema de la vacunación está bien. Cualquier persona, aun así sea turista o esté allá de forma no permanente, un residente temporal, puede aplicar para las vacunas que son la Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca. Bueno, hay unas vacunas determinadas en Canadá con las que se pueden aplicar. Eso por una parte. Ya por la parte de la educación, es que Canadá tiene una muy buena educación en comparación a otros países, y también si ya hay un residente permanente allá y tiene un hijo, la educación puede ser gratuita. Entonces, ese es como otro punto positivo que hay en Canadá.
Yeah. So if there's any reasons why you would be uncertain or afraid because of political security issues or economic issues, then again, Canada, it provides a certain amount of stability, which is why some people do choose Canada, right? The economy is relatively good. It's stable economically, politically, and in terms of security. You have all the rights. If you want to vote freely, if you want to go protest freely, if you want to go on social media and say anything you want freely, as long as it's not a hate speech, which means you're trying to, go at other groups, then there's freedoms here. So that is another reason why in Canada it's it's good, and everybody's from different parts of the world. So unlike other countries where there is freedom, but there's more racism, Canada, there's racism, but less. So Laura, you can go with that then.
Yeah, okay. Otra de las razones, de las otras dos razones son la parte económica, que Canadá también tiene y está muy bien posicionada pues económicamente, tiene buenos trabajos y pues las personas pueden vivir allá cuando consiguen un trabajo. Entonces la economía vendría siendo un punto positivo, y el otro es la seguridad. También maneja un buen sistema de seguridad Canadá. Entonces, más que todo, unos puntos positivos, hay muchísimos más, pero algunos de ellos son la economía, la seguridad, también la parte de la educación, y pues ahorita últimamente también está fuerte lo de la parte de la vacunación.
Yes, thank you. So these are some of the core foundations of why you would pick Canada. One would be your children's future, your family's ability, proper vaccinations during COVID, educational loans, freedoms. These are the core areas, and there's stability, security, political, and economic. These are the reasons why people pick Canada. And why would you not pick Canada? Well, it's difficult for us to come and say why not pick Canada, because we're here, right? I'm here right now. I'm bringing my family one by one. So if I tell you don't come to Canada, I'm lying, right? Because I'm here. I'm not leaving anywhere. So the reasons why somebody would not pick Canada is you have family in other countries, right? Or you want to go somewhere always sunny, right? Nice and sunny. So these are some of the reasons. So Laura, you can explain that in Spanish.
Yeah, sure. Pues ya esas son como las razones principales. Nos está diciendo Reza eso, que hay más, en cierta forma, ventajas que desventajas, porque pues por esa razón lo que es Reza ya está allá en Canadá, está viviendo allá como un residente permanente, y pues yo también voy a planear en un futuro ir a Canadá a emigrar. Entonces es como más complicado decir por qué no ir a Canadá si uno va a ir allá a Canadá. Pero prácticamente son más las ventajas que las desventajas, y son lo que habíamos mencionado anteriormente, de buena educación, buena economía, seguridad, y también lo de las vacunas, y pues también hay muchas razones más para ir allá.
Thank you, Laura. So these are the reasons. So why Canada? Why not? Right? There's obviously a lot of opportunity for younger people. If you're over 50, then you should invest or start your own business. Otherwise, forget it. Like you might be it's bad. It's not good. If you are in your 20s, great. If you're in your 30s, good. In your 40s, it's okay. Not good, not bad. It depends on your occupation. If you're a software developer, great. But if you were like an engineer in your own country and you come here when you're 45, it's not going to be easy, right? Unless you're coming here with a job. If you're coming here to study and you're in your 45, then yeah, it's not going to be easy. So somebody asked us on our chat, Laura, Lukman Laval, is there an age limit to apply for a study permit? No, there's no age limit. However, the decision on your study permit will be affected by the education gap you have. So if you studied 30 years ago or 20 years ago, that will be affected. So with mature students, what we do is we ask them to get a visitor visa, come inside Canada and apply from inside of Canada. That's what we do. So Laura, maybe you can discuss
Yeah,
that in
sure.
Spanish as well.
Ok, ya estamos empezando a leer las preguntas y a responder cualquier pregunta que tengan, entonces las personas de habla hispana pueden realizar las preguntas en español y yo las estaré traduciendo. Y pues hay una pregunta de Lukman Lawal que está preguntando si hay algún límite de edad para aplicar al permiso de estudio. Y la respuesta es no, no hay ningún límite de edad, pero igualmente la aprobación, si la persona tiene mayor edad, puede ser más difícil la aprobación del permiso de estudio en comparación a personas de menor edad, pero no hay un límite establecido.
Great. So we have another question from Bikram Bisunke. He's saying, I've done my biometric in Dubai in October 6. I received an email from CIC that your application has changed. After biometric, should I give the medical again for work permit? When can I get my POE? So basically, if you've applied for a work permit and there was a requirement to give your medical, you should have given your medical basically at the time of application. If you're missing a medical, then you have to upload it immediately. But so I'm not sure if you're applying for a work permit or a PR, because basically you need to have a medical when you're doing the application based on the country you're applying, if it's within the instructions and guides, right? So you've applied very recently, so all you need to do is wait, but make sure you have already completed the medical if that's what was required. And processing times for work permits are very long from the UAE. So you will be waiting for a while. Don't expect a quick turnaround time. So we have another question here from Angel Rafael Zambrano saying, is it in Spanish?
Yeah, this is Spanish.
Okay, what is it saying?
Hold on, I'm trying to search the question. Okay. If
It's on the
Angel
screen.
Rafael is asking if there is any limitations for any country in Latin America.
No, some countries it's easier to get visas and some countries it isn't. So you can just mention that to them.
Ok. Ángel Rafael, para responder a tu pregunta de si existen algunas limitantes para algunos países de Latinoamérica, no hay ninguna limitante, eso sí, hay algunos países que tienen más posibilidades de aceptación para una visa en comparación a otros, pero no hay alguna limitante en particular.
Great. Godson Nabuike Godson is saying hi, hello back. Olu Igoba is saying no questions today. Thumbs up to us. Thank you, Olu Igoba. I appreciate it. We like to set some time here to Tuesdays to help people, help applicants from inside Canada, outside Canada. That's our job. Angel Rafael Zambrano says hello. Yeah, we just answered this question. Bikram says thank you, no problem. Yeah, I'm speaking a little bit slower a little bit lower today because I'm traveling and I'm in a hotel and I think I don't want to sound too loud before they kick me out. So from your point of view, Laura, because I think a lot of people who are not already in Canada or considering Canada. From your point of view, you're in Colombia now. You're planning to come and study here next year. What do you think? Why choose Canada and why not? Like, what are the reasons for both sides? From your point of view.
I think that the reasons that I choose Canada was for the education. It was one of the countries that have a high quality education, and also the prices, if we made a comparison with other countries, are not higher. And it is an opportunity to improve the English too, and also the immigration programs are really good. So there are like my main reasons why I choose Canada. But also, well, the other reasons that I have adopted if I would choose Canada or not are the language, because my native language is Spanish. So sometimes I don't feel secure to go to another country that talk a different language, different as mine. So I think that it was one of like my problems or my doubts where I have. And other is uh, like the culture, because it is another experience, another place. So I think that there are more advantage than disadvantage, but well, these things are what I consider.
No, that's perfect. Maybe you can also mention that in Spanish,
Yeah.
Laura.
Para las personas acá de habla hispana, me estaba haciendo es una pregunta a mí, y es que yo todavía no estoy en Canadá. En un futuro, mi pensado es ir el otro año a Canadá a estudiar, y me estaba preguntando por qué yo decidí escoger Canadá y cuáles opciones no tenía yo, o sea, no tenía yo en mente o me hacían dudar de escoger Canadá. Entonces, para las yo pensé escoger en Canadá porque pues la calidad de la educación es muy buena en comparación a otros países, entonces ese fue uno de mis puntos. También los precios, si bien Canadá no maneja unos precios muy económicos, igualmente teniendo en cuenta la calidad, el país de Canadá presenta precios más económicos en comparación a otros países. Entonces ese fue otro punto que me llamó la atención. Y pues también el inglés, porque yo hablo español y pues el inglés es otro idioma, y pues uno siempre que tiene que estar buscando mejorar los lenguajes y todo, entonces decidí Canadá por el inglés también. Y por último, por la facilidad que tienen los programas de inmigración, porque si uno va a Canadá y estudia allá y después más adelante uno puede permanecer allá con un permiso de trabajo, con otras opciones, entonces también esa facilidad que brinda Canadá no lo brindan otros países. Entonces esas fueron más que todas las razones por las que yo decidí ir a Canadá. Bueno, voy a decidir ir a Canadá porque el pensado mío es ir el otro año. Y esto también, por otra parte, una de las razones que me hacía dudar era lo de mi inglés. Y no solamente mi inglés, sino también que era una cultura, va a ser una cultura diferente, va a ser una experiencia diferente. Entonces es un cambio muy grande, y pues eso también a mí me hace dudar, pero pues lo ideal es ir a Canadá porque presenta muchísimas oportunidades.
Perfect. Perfect. Thanks, Laura. So those are some core areas, right? Because I can't tell you everybody don't come to Canada, because I'm here and I'm bringing my family one by one and I'm helping others. We always considered, like when I was considering, moving here or there, it was always between Europe, like Mediterranean, US or Canada, right? US is good, but I'm from Middle East, and I see there's a lot of extremism there. So I prefer Canada. And Europe is good too, but again, language, you need to know the language. Here we have English and French, and everybody's from different parts of the world. So you can speak your own language here sometimes. It's great, right? So that's my point of view here. Laura, if you want to also mention that.
En Spanish, sure. Estaba mencionando yo previamente mi experiencia en Canadá, y pues ahorita Rosa nos estaba comentando por qué escogió Canadá en comparación a otros países. Y es que si bien lo que es Estados Unidos, lo que es Europa, también tiene buena calidad y todo lo que mencioné anteriormente, Canadá maneja esto como más facilidad para ir allá, para emigrar esto a Canadá en comparación con otros países, y pues es más diverso culturalmente, y maneja dos idiomas, que es el inglés y el francés. Entonces también es un punto positivo porque en un solo país se pueden potenciar y mejorar esos otros dos idiomas.
Great, great. So we have some more questions, Laura. So we have, okay, so Elizabeth Ampoma Tinagie is asking, please, can my brother, a doctor, get a tourist visa with the medical conference? Possible, but again, no matter if he's invited to a conference or not, they will look at his profile, travel history, and ties to his home country before making a decision. So you can be a doctor or engineer or lawyer or whatever. The visa decision-making process is still by itself independent. So Angel Rafael Zambrano is asking a question. Laura, I'm going to put the question here on the screen. What is he saying?
He's saying that If he hasn't have a good English, it would be a problem to go to Canada for the English.
No. Canada is welcoming a lot of students for English, and our office handles so many clients that are coming here to study in English, and then we help them to convert afterwards how to stay here after you study English. So you can mention that in Spanish and ask them to contact us afterwards.
Ok. Ángel Rafael, respondiendo a tu pregunta de si no tienes un alto nivel de inglés va a ser un problema, esto no va a ser ningún problema, depende del por qué vas a ir a Canadá. Igualmente tú puedes ir a Canadá perfectamente a estudiar inglés y ahí puedes mejorar tu idioma y después más adelante puedes ir a estudiar algún college o hacer algo más adelante, pero igual puedes ir a Canadá perfectamente si no tienes buen inglés y puedes practicarlo allá. Entonces, cualquier cosa, si quieres o estás interesado en ir a Canadá, puedes contactarnos a nosotros. Y pues nada, ahí estaremos aquí para ayudarte a ti. Y pues también es un gusto tener a alguien de habla hispana aquí en nuestros comentarios, porque así puedo hablarles también en español.
Perfect, Laura. Thank you. So Nabuki Godson is asking this question. Someone that has a virgin passport that wants to apply for a study visa in Canada for the first time, what chances of getting the visa? So when she means, or Godson, when he or she means a virgin passport, they mean that a passport which has no travel history. So it depends on how old you are, what will you study, and what are your financial ability to pay for these studies. Like, who's sponsoring you? Is it yourself? Is it maybe family members? So travel history is important, but many cases people have not traveled and they get approval. What country are you applying from? Your nationality, how old you are, what level of education you're going to study, and who will be your financial sponsor, and how much money you can show. These are the key things, and a good study plan, of course, right? These are the things that are important. So, Laura, maybe you can also mention that in Spanish to some of our viewers.
Yeah, sure. Hay alguna pregunta que es de Godson Nawike y él está preguntando si él o si alguna persona tiene un pasaporte completamente en blanco, sin ningún historial de viaje. Igualmente tiene oportunidades para tener una visa en Canadá y la respuesta es sí, sí puede tener oportunidades de tener una visa en Canadá. Si bien es importante tener un historial de viaje, si es algo que se aconseja, igualmente si no se tiene, también se miran otros factores que son muchísimo más importantes, como lo es el plan de estudios, los fondos financieros pues, que tiene para mostrar esa persona. También, aparte de eso, de qué país, o sea, la nacionalidad que tiene, la edad que posee, entre menos edad, esto tienden a haber más probabilidades, qué nivel de educación, o que si es para un permiso de estudio, cuál es el nivel de educación que va a hacer allá, una maestría, un diplomado, depende del nivel de estudio. Y pues esos son como más que todo las razones principales por las cuales reciben una aceptación o un rechazo. Igual, si no se tiene un historial de viaje, pueden haber muchas oportunidades de recibir una aprobación.
Perfect. So Angel Rafael has thanked you. Hello, un gran abrazo y gracias por el saludo. Great. Godson is asking again, the person has not traveled before with Virgin Passport and wants to apply for, so we mentioned that. Uzo Ubokova is saying, hello, my friend, please, I applied for a post-bachelorate program and have applied for the study permit on 14 September. I have 8 years work experience. Do I qualify for the visa? Doing a educational study permit, your work experience may not be important. It depends on your age, the age gap. Depending on your country of application, I would say 8 years work experience. If there's an 8-year education gap, and if you're older than, let's say, 29, it will be challenging if you don't have travel history. And it depends on your location, everybody. If you're applying from Latin America, Central South America, great. If you're applying from Africa, Middle East, very difficult. So that's what I would say. Lukman Lawal is asking, my study permit application is over 14 weeks from Nigeria. Is there hope for me? Yeah, hang on there, Lukman. You just have to wait for that decision. Angel Rafael is asking another question here. I put it on the screen, Laura.
He is asking, what are the requirements to apply for a visa?
What kind of visa? Tourist or study?
Yeah, I will ask him. Ángel Rafael, tú tienes una pregunta que es ¿cuáles son los requisitos para aplicar una visa? Nos puedes escribir en los comentarios qué tipo de visa te interesa, si es la visa de turismo, la de estudios, y así pues podemos decirte de forma más fácil cuáles son los requerimientos o los requisitos.
Yeah.
So, I asked him.
Okay, yeah. So by the time he replies, so Rosalba Ayala Luna is asking a question. Buenas tardes, por favor, quiero saber un poco más de lo servicio médico en Canadá, tanto para la estudiante como para la residente permanente. Gracias. What does that mean, Laura?
Rosalba is asking about she wants to know about what is the information about the medical insurances in Canada for students and also for permanent residents.
So when you become a permanent resident, you will be provided insurance by the province, by the government. Okay, so you have free insurance, except dental and some of the additional stuff like massages and stuff. But for all the major medical procedures, visiting doctors, family doctors, surgeries, all the major stuff, the government will provide. But if you're an international student, then the college can offer you an insurance, travel insurance, and you can also buy your insurance from your own home country before you come over to study, like an international travel type student insurance. So the college here or university or school will offer you an insurance. You can buy your own insurance from your home country, or you can buy an insurance from a Canadian insurance company here too. They will cover the basics, nothing unusual. Like let's say if somebody wants to give birth here to a child, they will not cover the hospital fees if you're an international student or worker. But if you're a permanent resident, then most things except dentists and massages and some other stuff like physiotherapy are covered by the government. Okay, so you can mention that.
Yeah, okay. Rosalba Ayala Luna, tú tienes una pregunta y es que quieres saber un poco más acerca de los servicios médicos en Canadá, tanto para los estudiantes como para los residentes permanentes. Entonces, en cuanto a los residentes permanentes, la verdad, pues el seguro allá es muy bueno porque la salud es gratuita y en cierta forma no se cobra nada, en la excepción de la parte dental. Todo lo que es la salud dental sí se tiene pues algún costo y pues ya depende de algunos otros casos, como es fisioterapia, entre otros, pero la salud es gratuita. En comparación cuando una persona va allá y es un estudiante, el estudiante tiene que adquirir o comprar los servicios médicos, ya sea por medio del college, que a veces los colleges tienden a ofrecer servicios médicos, o también puede ser esto, si se compra por aparte para un seguro de Canadá, se compra un seguro médico, pues también se puede hacer esa otra opción, pero igualmente se tiene que comprar y los servicios o las facilidades de estos seguros no son tan grandes como cuando uno es residente permanente, porque ya son cosas básicas como una cita médica, cosas más sencillas, pero lo que son, si una persona se enferma y está en el hospital y ese tipo de cosas, no las cubre ese seguro. Entonces, eso es como la diferencia entre uno y el otro.
Perfect. So we have some other comments. Luis Alfredo Gomez Ayala says, hello, interesting topic. Thank you. No problem. Angel Rafael is saying, gracias, Laura. Gracias back. Praveen Arshid is asking, unrelated question. Is IRCC processing federal skilled worker outline applications yet? No, they're not. Next year. Nothing this year. Elizabeth Ampoma Trinagie is asking, I think it's regarding the application. He has been to UK twice, single with kids, has his own clinic, and has assets. Oh, okay, regarding the doctor. Yes, if the UK visit has been in the last 48 months, kids and family all back home, assets like clinic, like company, properties, money, invitation letter, registration and payment from the conference, all that is there, then yeah, I believe you have a very good chance, or your husband basically. Godson is saying from Nigeria, 42 years old, I believe that was the Virgin passport. I would say it's not easy, guys. If you don't have, like you said, you have no travel history, then it would be difficult. I would not really give you a realistic chance. Unfortunately, bad news, I know. So we have a couple questions in Spanish. Lisantropo 78, Laura.
Yeah,
What?
he is saying that he has the ETA since 2 years ago, and he traveled to Canada a few days ago, but he returned to the country. The problem is that he didn't find the document, and he wants to know if he has to apply again for the ETA, or if this person can have a duplicate.
The ETA, electronic travel author, is sent by email, so he should have it by email. I remember Lisantropo, I think from Mexico probably, because ETA from South America, Central South America is only Mexico, Chile, and Brazilians with US visas. So I would say if you can't find it in your email, I mean, I've never heard of anybody losing that ETA. I mean, it's just an email that is sent out to you, right? If you can find the number, if not, you can try to communicate with IRCC, the government, but they're not going to really be able to reply. Worst case is just reapply. I mean, if you have the old one, great, just use that. If you don't have it, it's reapply. I think it's $5 or $7, right? So that's my suggestion, Laura.
Yeah, sorry. Nicandro, para tu pregunta, que estás diciendo que sacaste el ETA hace 3 años y viajaste a Canadá hace unos días, luego regresaste, pero no encuentras el documento. Si tienes que aplicar nuevamente, puedes conseguir un duplicado. Entonces, eso me estaba comentando que el ETA a ti te lo aprueban y te envían el documento por correo electrónico, entonces puedes recuperarlo por ahí, por el email y buscarlo. En caso de que no lo encuentres, pero tienes el número, entonces igualmente también puedes hacer ese proceso con el número para conseguir el ETA. Igual, si no se consigue de esa forma, el peor caso es que tienes que volver a aplicar nuevamente y conseguir el ETA, pero pues eso son como $7 que cuesta, entonces no hay ningún problema. Entonces
Okay.
tendrías que y si no, pues aplicas nuevamente.
Okay, now I understand. Lisantropo is Alvaredejo from our Instagram. You remember? That's him. Yeah. Hi, how are you? So Angel Rafael is saying visa de estudio to estudio y de trabajo, please. So he wants education, study visa, and work permit, right?
Yeah, the requirements.
Yeah, that's fine. The requirements is you cannot apply for work permit alone unless you are the spouse of an international student or worker, or you have graduated here, or you have a job offer. If you want to work and study, then you come here on a study permit. You can go to a co-op program, which allows you to study and also work in a semester. While you're an international student, you could be eligible to work at the same time that you're studying, but not English. Okay, so the requirements are you need a letter of acceptance and admission to a school, and you need to show financials and a study plan. Basically it, and depending on your country, maybe medical, right? So, and our office handles that as well. So you can let them know in Spanish, Laura, if required, they can reach out to us.
Ok. Listo, Ángel, ya teniendo en cuenta que quieres saber los requerimientos o los requisitos de la visa de estudio y de trabajo, entonces te comentamos primero lo de trabajo. Puedes aplicar por 3 razones. O una, vas a viajar con tu pareja y puedes aplicar un permiso de trabajo abierto de pareja. La otra opción es cuando tú ya estudiaste en un college en Canadá, en un college público, y después de eso puedes aplicar un PGWP. Y por último, para el permiso de trabajo es si tienes alguna oferta válida de algún empleador canadiense. Ya teniendo en cuenta esos 3 factores, si cumples con alguno de esos, podrías aplicar para el permiso de trabajo. Ya en cuanto al permiso de estudio, los 3 principales requisitos son pues, de aplicar a algún college, tener tu carta de aceptación de ese college, mostrar que tienes como los fondos o las finanzas suficientes para ir a Canadá, para pagar el college y mantenerte durante un año. Y adicionalmente a eso, mostrar qué es lo que te ata al país y tener un buen plan de estudios. Entonces, esos son como algunos de los requisitos. Pueden que también hayan unos más como la parte de la salud, depende del país. pero esos son los principales. Igualmente, si a ti te interesa ir a Canadá, nosotros manejamos constantemente ese tipo de solicitudes. De hecho, yo me voy a ir a Canadá por medio de la vía de estudios y pues Ingwe me está ayudando con todo ese proceso. Y pues nada, puedes escribirnos a nosotros y te vamos a ayudar y ver cuáles son las mejores opciones para ti.
Great. So thanks, Laura. So Uzo Obokovo is saying, okay, Reza, please can I send you my study plan for you to access so I can know my chances of securing the visa? Uzo, you know, I mean, I'd love to help, but usually Tuesdays I'm here to answer your questions. If you need our office to help, you'd have to reach out to them. I am available, but you know, Tuesdays it's free. Beyond Tuesdays, it's not free, right? So if you need our services, reach out to us on our website. But other than that, I'm here on Tuesdays to answer your questions. So no problem. We do have a dedicated education team that handles admissions to schools and study plans. So Laura, maybe we should tell everybody in Spanish also that we have a dedicated education team that handles these.
Ok. Para responder pues un poquito y pues complementar lo que está diciendo Reza ya en español, es que para todas las personas interesadas en estudiar en Canadá, nosotros tenemos un equipo especializado en lo que es la parte de educación. De hecho, nosotros siempre brindamos opciones teniendo en cuenta el perfil, teniendo en cuenta la situación, la razón del por qué quiere emigrar. Entonces, tenemos un equipo ya especializado en esas situaciones y en esos casos. Y si la persona ya aplicó y tiene la carta de aceptación y lo que quiere hacer es aplicar el permiso de estudios, también nosotros podemos ayudarles por aparte a realizar esa aplicación.
Perfect. So Godson, Nabuke Godson is saying, someone from Nigeria who will be starting school by September 2022, what is the appropriate time for him to start applying for a study visa? Start now, apply in January. That's my suggestion. Start preparing the documents, but in January 2022, I would say to submit. If you apply now, they won't even process it. They won't even look at it. Luis Alfredo Gomez Ayala saying, I'm going to move in December to Moncton, which is in New Brunswick. And I applied a few days ago to extend the visa. What happens with my passport? If I won't receive my passport with a stamp, could be a problem. Okay, it's a visitor visa, I assume, not a study permit, because you only have a visitor visa that's stamped in your passport. You have to send it to Ottawa. I assume you have already. Just make sure if you're moving to Moncton and you have an address back, I don't know, in Toronto or somewhere, you have somebody to collect their passport because they're going to mail it back to you. Okay, do not risk going to Moncton and trying to change the address because it'll be a headache. Not saying it's impossible, but it's not a good idea, right? I think, is that what he's asking, Laura?
Yeah. Sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't hear that.
Yeah, no, it's like I just wanted to make sure if Luis Alfredo Gomez Ayala is asked the question he asked, I answered it properly, because I think he wants to move to New Brunswick, Moncton, and he's applied for a visitor visa. I think he's given his passport to Ottawa to stamp because he's inside Canada, but he's worried that he's going to move there and he hasn't received his passport. So just make sure there's an address to receive your passport. Even if you move, you have a friend or family who can collect the passport, right? It takes time. It might take 2 weeks. I mean, nowadays, who knows? You know, usually 2 weeks is pretty okay. If it takes longer, don't worry. It might take longer because of now they're really behind everything. They're very slow. Uzo Bokova says, I've included ties to my home country. Yeah. Luis Alfredo Gomez Ayala, can I travel without a passport? Nope. So he said, can I travel without a passport? You cannot travel without a passport unless you're like a prime minister, president, or some political person, right?
The person is inside in Canada. Can he travel without the passport inside Canada?
If they're inside Canada, you can travel inside Canada, not outside of Canada. Inside Canada, you don't need a passport. You just need ID. Fe Emenzo, hello to both of you. It's okay if you apply for student pathway. They tried to apply also in New Brunswick Federal Skilled Worker through AIPP. Yeah, possible. See, so if you are applying through AIPP, which is the Atlantic Immigration Program, and there's no second P, by the way, it's not a pilot anymore. You have a job offer or work like job offer. So that means why would you apply as a student if you already have a job offer and you're applying for permanent residency and a work permit? So the question is a bit weird because it's contradictory. Some more questions. Hi, Godson is saying, hi, I'm still the one with the Virgin passport. I want you people to help me to process the study visa because if I have not traveled before. No problem, Godson. Can you remind me on your age again? Just like give me a quick age. Elizabeth is saying, sorry to ask too many questions. No, that's what we're here for. But can your office help with the conference and the tourist visa and if you should go ahead and book an appointment? Yeah, I mean, I'll put my details here. Laura will be in touch with you. You can reach out to us here. I think over here, right? Send us a message on our website and we'd be happy to help. And, we can assess your husband's case and help you and guide you through that. Angel Rafael Zambrano says, mucho gracias, Laura. Envíame tu Instagram y número de contacto, please. So on Instagram, you guys can connect, Laura. See,
yeah.
I should learn Spanish. It's not bad. Do you want to send
number or the Instagram account?
Yeah, so Instagram, I think they just search Ingwe Canada, right?
Yeah, right.
Or Angel can send us a direct message on our website or go through and Laura will answer you. Okay, so everybody who's contacting us, Laura will be the person who's answering you first. Then later when you book something with us or you sign up, then our office, including me, helps you. We speak over 7 languages, by the way, and we help people from 25 different countries. So did you want to reply to Angel Rafael in Spanish or?
Yeah, I prefer that. Ángel, tú nos puedes contactar a nosotros, ya sea por perfectamente un mensaje directo por Facebook o por Instagram, estamos como Ingwe Canadá, y también en nuestra página web, como la puedes ver, está aquí abajito, y también nuestro correo electrónico, entonces puedes escribirnos a cualquiera de esos medios y pues yo voy a estar ahí respondiendo tus preguntas y pues más adelante también tu situación para ir a Canadá. ¿Me podrías decir de qué país eres? ¿De qué país de Latinoamérica eres?
Perfect, Laura, thanks. So Pashal Uzuku is asking a question. Please, sir, my relative wishes to apply for the Atlantic Immigration Program from Nigeria. Do you think it's reasonable to still apply since it will end in December? You can apply because it's a job offer-based program. If you have a job offer, you can apply, no matter from where, because it's a permanent residency program. So basically, if you meet the eligibility, your relative has the job offer, it should be fine. And the Atlantic Immigration Program will extend. So wherever you read that it will expire in December is wrong. Godson is saying I'm 42 years old. Okay, that's regarding the Virgin passport. Tell me about your occupation, Godson. And are you married and have children? And do you have properties? Oh, shoot, my battery's low. We have another question, Laura. If I get disconnected, Laura, you need to continue, okay? Abdallah Chirik is saying, why is the embassy in Abu Dhabi taking so long, longer than the rest of the world? Do you recommend to cancel my application, apply in another country? No, it's not easy to apply under another country because they need to prove your residency in that country. I would say if you have applied for a visitor visa long time ago, reapply, okay? Lisantropo found his ETA. So good. Angel Rafael Zambrano saying Venezuela.
Yeah, I asked him where is he from.
Yeah, I mean, it depends where he's living. Venezuela will be very difficult, but depends where he's living. Godson, married with kids. What's your occupation, Godson? I'm doing a live pre-assessment here. Muchas gracias por todo. Thanks. Bintu Savo is saying, sir, I applied for a study permit 26 August. Did my biometrics 6 September. Still not received any medical, neither an email from IRCC. Well, you should have done your medical right there and then when you applied. Don't wait for them. Okay, if it was part of the mandatory requirements, then you should have uploaded it with your original application. Second issue is wait till December for study permit decision. However, if it's missing a medical, then then you should have done it originally. Godson's saying working. Yeah, working as what though? Like, what is your occupation, Godson? I know you're working 8 years. I know you have kids. I know you're 42 years old. I know you have a virgin passport. But what is your occupation? We're waiting for Godson to reply on live. So, I mean, it's a tough one from Nigeria, Godson. I'll be very honest with you. Unless you have a very strong financial profile, unless it's a great profile that you're applying for a visa, it's very unlikely. So if you're just joining us, if you watch the recording of this video, we'll talk about why Canada, why not, just some personal insights from me and Laura, because I'm here in Canada. Laura's planning to come here next year, so it's firsthand. So you can watch the video again. We're gonna sign off because it's late. Laura's tired. I've been on the road all day. And if there's any questions, reach out to us. Basically, the way it works is if you have questions, comments, just do it here on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram. If you want to reach out to our office to get specific help or have somebody handle your case, then email us or send us a message to our website. We'd be happy to help. Uzo is asking the last question. Obokovo, hello Reza, I applied for my study permit on 14th of September with all supporting documents. When do I get the decision? If your intake period is January 2022, expect a decision by maybe November, December, like end of November, worst case, early December. If you don't, if the intake period is September 2022, then I don't think they will process and make a decision by March even, or February, March next year. It'll take some time. So it depends on your intake period. Godson is saying, I'm working with Nigeria's Social Insurance Trust Fund. If you have the funds, oh shit.
Well, I think that Reza is over. I don't know. So I think that what he's trying to say is that if the person has the funds to apply for that, it can be a possible approval there. But well, we have to review like all the documents to know if the person can have opportunity or not. So that's for that. I don't know if Reza will connect that. So for the hour two, I think that maybe I'm going to say goodbye for you. And well, each Tuesdays at 9 a.m. at 5 p.m. we are going to have this live. So we invite you to be here, and will answer you all the questions. That's for English. I'm going to say that in Spanish. So Reza se desconectó porque tuvo un problema con su celular, entonces yo creo que hasta ahora vamos a finalizar nuestro directo. Ya saben que estamos todos los martes a las 9 de la mañana, hora Canadá, y a las 5 de la tarde, pues también hora Canadá. Entonces los esperamos con sus preguntas en español y en inglés. Y pues eso vendría siendo ya el directo de hoy. So, I don't know, maybe Reza is here again. Reza, are you here? I think that's a problem. Sorry, hold on. I think that he's not here. So we will wait you in our next week, the Tuesdays at 9 a.m. or 5 p.m. in our lives. So thank you for being here and goodbye. Gracias a todos. Nos vemos, ya saben, la otra semana el martes. Chao.